Hi, this is Dr. Darren Adamson from Argosy University in Salt Lake City. Today I want to talk with you about how to track the development of your toddler. A variety of ways you can do that. First, let's start with what are you going to track? You want to track their physical development. So are they growing height-wise, weight-wise? What about their ability to use their fingers in fine motor skill development? Those kinds of things are the things you want to track. Language development is another important area that you would want to track. And their social skills. When do they first interact with another person? When do they smile? When do they have their first conflict with another child in terms of, say, a toy that both of them want? Those are the kinds of things you want to track. Best way to do that these days in the 21st century is Google it. Just simply enter into a Google search that says Toddler Development Tracker, and there'll be, I'm sure, many types of trackers that will come up in that search. Then use those. Write down the things that you observe in your child. Because it's very interesting when they get to be a little bit older, they're curious about that. So when did I first start to walk? When did I say my first word? When did I say mama or dada? They want to know that. And so the tracking of their development is really fun and interesting for both you as a parent as well as for the toddler as they grow older. There's some old-fashioned things you can do as well that are kind of fun for tracking a toddler's development. You can simply take pictures. Take a picture of them every single week or every single month and in the same spot in your house, doing the same exact thing so you can actually see their growth. Another, of course, would be to film them. I remember as a child watching the videos that my parents took in an old 8mm film or 8mm camera that they had. And it was very fun as an older child to look back on those and see that I changed from the age of about 2 to the age of 4 during my toddlerhood. Another thing that you can do is simply have a height measure on your wall. Mark it, have the child stand up next to the wall and mark their height and maybe even write down what that height is by using a yardstick. And then 6 months later even, maybe even 2 months later, you can have them stand up in the same place against the wall and mark it again and put the date and the height each time that you do that. We did that with our children, and it was really fun over the years to watch that. In fact, we did it until they were about 18 years old, and to see the growth over that period of time was really interesting, and it was really fun to share that with the family. So track the toddler's development so that they can understand, so they can enjoy it later. Track it in terms of something written, track it in terms of either a film or at least still pictures, and you'll really enjoy that later as they grow.